Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Patrick Mulleroni. I'm the Medical Director of IMG Health Services and also a physician at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. As you get ready to gear up for camp, there are a couple protocols that I'd like to go over with you. For over a year with the COVID-19 pandemic, IMG Academy has stayed current with the CDC and local Manatee County health guidelines. And we've worked with myself and Johns Hopkins All Children's staff to create the best protocols to look out for your health and safety while you're here on campus. Now, things are constantly changing, but I wanted to go over a few of the protocols that you should keep in mind prior to coming to camp here on campus. Masks are expected to be worn by all athletes, coaches, and staff while on campus during your camp experience. This includes areas where you may be in close proximity to others, such as in the hallways of dorm rooms, in the cafeteria before and after meals, or in times when you cannot maintain social distance. Now, you can take your mask off during times of practice, when eating in the cafeteria, or in your dorm room when the door is closed. IMG Academy staff, camp participants, and any visitors to our campus must comply with all social distancing requirements. At this time, that requires us to maintain 6 feet of distance, even when wearing a mask. Enhanced cleaning and sanitation methods have been put in place to comply with CDC recommendations. Some of those include increased frequency of cleaning and disinfecting of communal spaces and commonly used surfaces, including shared equipment. All dorm rooms will be thoroughly cleaned, sanitized, and disinfected after each departure. Washing and/or sanitizing hands prior to the start of each programming session and immediately after the session. Touchless dispensers containing hand sanitizer with an alcohol content 60% or greater have been placed in highly trafficked areas around our campus. Daily temperature screenings will take place prior to the start of daily activity. An electrostatic disinfection will be utilized for areas identified as having been occupied by a COVID-19 positive individual if that does happen. It is recommended that campers self-isolate for 5 days prior to arrival on campus, spending time with only household members. This will help minimize contact with others who may have COVID-19. Each camper will be required to submit a negative COVID-19 test, which is taken 96 hours prior to arrival. In addition, we will ask you to fill out a questionnaire looking for recent activity and potential exposures. We ask that you submit these results prior to travel and preferably 48 hours before you arrive on campus. There will also be an additional health services screening when you arrive to camp. Camp participants will be organized into small group sizes for their camp experience called pods. These groups will be inclusive of housing, sport training, and social activities. Campers will be split into pods by sport and by age and will be given a specific color wristband, lanyard, and mask that corresponds to their sport. They should wear these during their entire camp stay. These pods will help us to identify and isolate any close contact of a COVID-19 positive individual should a camper become sick while on campus. Now you may be asking, what happens if my son or daughter is at camp and they begin to feel sick? If a camper feels sick at any point while on campus, they should let one of our staff members know and report to health services immediately. Health services is on staff and open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, and one of our nurses will determine based upon symptoms if your son or daughter would need a COVID-19 test and a visit with the doctor. If a camper tests positive for COVID-19, they will isolate in a single room either in health services or on campus, and their parents will be notified immediately. The positive camper will then have 24 hours to be picked up if they reside in the United States or 48 hours to be picked up if they reside internationally. IMG Academy staff will contact trace any individuals that may have had close contact with a COVID-19 positive camper. Close contacts will also be put in isolation rooms and are expected to be picked up within 72 hours. IMG Academy and Johns Hopkins All Children's Health Services staff have worked hard to create a safe environment for your camp experience. We look forward to seeing you soon.